Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a quick channel update. Now the very first thing I'm going to update you on is the All I Want for Christmas, and yeah, we're not getting there, but I believe we're not getting there because, well, my content has dried up, which I do want to quickly state why. The XCOM, as far as I knew, was going live all last week. No, despite the fact that I scheduled everything, I had it set for specific days, and it was, thumbnails up, descriptions, tags, everything done. I got an email, yesterday, the day before as this was going up, the day before yesterday as this is going up, telling me, all these draft videos are ready to go live. Do you want to publish them? Yes, this is why I said schedule and gave you a time to do it. Why do I have to click another button to confirm it? The thing is, I wouldn't mind if when I was in the individual page it said, saved as draft. But it doesn't. I don't know if it's just me missing something here, but I click save, it says saved, and I close the window. I have each individual video's edit window open, and that's how I do it. I go to each, after they've uploaded, I have a tab for each of the videos that are uploaded and I edit it in there. And for some reason, it was saved as draft. So that's going up starting from today again, when this is going live. And it means that the live stream, which was planned for today, as this is going live, this should just be live by the time, on the same day, which would have been more XCOM. I now are too much of a backlog, so I can't do that, so that's been put off a week. Lovely. Let's see, the other thing. The Crusader Kings 2, I'm going to be starting a new series of that, and I believe actually we'll be starting that in a live stream tomorrow. Now, the reason there hasn't been any Crusader Kings on the stream recently is because what I want to do, I'm needing to create a mod for. And certain things that I'm putting in this mod, I don't know how to do. So I've been learning, and I've actually, not really downtime, in time when I can't seem to find to do anything else, like when I'm at certain points at work and I'm waiting for something to be done, I'm quickly looking into it, and I'm using Google Drive and GitHub to sort of help me work from all over places to work on that, and I haven't really been able to sit down and just work on it. It's sort of like been filling anything. But anyway, what I'm going to be doing instead is I'm going to be playing a Bannerman campaign. And not only am I going to be the Bannerman of a particular person, which I've already picked, I want Bannerman of my own. There is always Bannerman of Bannerman, I believe, in the Game of Thrones thing. I'm not going to be playing the Games of Thrones mod. I feel it's more of a storytelling thing than much of a good Crusader Kings thing. The way that the events are structured. I'm not dissing it, brilliant, but I don't feel it's as much of a sandbox. There's too many set events instead of trying to get things like that to happen. But it's like how I don't actually like the Death of the King of Burgundy or the Iberian Wedding event. I wish that them events were some way certain circumstances would comply, like say, for instance, at the moment it says Castile and Aragon, if they die, and well, maybe just have it so that if that two countries are like each other quite a bit, they don't have an heir, and they're opposite sex, that they get married and it forms a personal union. Why have it specifically for Aragon or the King of Burgundy? If the king dies and there's no heir, why always do we find some magical person from the kingdom or something to take over? Why not in some cases, some rare cases, especially if it's in a chunk of his land is in the Empire, have it fall to the Emperor? That happened. We don't have to script events for specific countries. We need to create events. Anyway, this is going off topic, but anyway, so I'm going to be doing a Bannerman campaign. I want you guys to. Some of you will already be in, but what this also means is instead of just creating you guys as like my children, which we will be doing as well. Some of you guys will be named after the children. I want all of my subjects to be of dynasties based on you guys. For instance, we'll have a House Tristan, a House Coaster, a House Dark, a House... I was going to say a House Ivano. Ivano Wodor. A House Warrior, for warrior in Dutch, I can't remember how to pronounce it. that way I'm going to be able to track how your families are going, because I quite liked it how because Tristan was a bastard and he got his own family instead of like being, House Doom. I liked how I was able to track that, oh, it is still Tristan's descendants who was in power. So all of my vassals, it's probably going to involve a good bit of save game editing and things like that to try and get this in place, and I'm going to have to create a mod that has a lot of like blank dynasties in, which I'm going to fill in later, because I don't really know all the dynasties we're going to have in it yet. But, yeah. So, there's a slight mod required for this one, the campaign that I'm going to be doing, which is because the other mod isn't finished. Why can't I just play a normal game? But yeah, that's why Crusader Kings has been delayed. EU4, actually, it's one of the reasons why Crusader Kings has been delayed. There's another general reason, which I'll get to at the end. EU4, there'll be a video going up about that very, very shortly. I'm going to quickly cover it in here, but as the 1.8 update changed things around and we ended up with, like, Brazil owning land in Russia, and that it was, like, little things which we could sort of get by. The majority of my land is now terra incognita. Land in the Netherlands, in the north of England, and Norway, my core lands, and it primarily has hit my core lands, is now terra incognita. And it's just broken my will to carry on that campaign, and we're so close to the end. But there should be a separate video going up about that, so I won't go on it too much. The last reason why there's been a lack of content and a lack of streaming is, well, I run Windows 8 or 8.1 now, and a few of you guys have said, I was stupid with that, but since I had this new rig, which is almost 2 years now, I believe, coming up to 2 years, this is its second Christmas. Hasn't quite completed 2 full years, but it's his second Christmas. While I was running Windows 8, I had very few crashes, and I had never seen the blue screen of death, which I was so used to from XP and earlier. It just didn't bother me, yeah, crap happens, carry on. Since I've upgraded to Windows 8.1, multiple times, sometimes when starting a stream, when starting recording, just idling, he's gone to the blue screen of death, and I was forced to go to this 8.1 update, which I didn't want because what I had worked. And I think my computer's going to need a complete reinstall. Because there's too much on it right now to try and trace what is causing this. It is so much easier to do a reinstall. And I have been trying to hold off doing this because I believe Santa Claus is bringing me some new hard drives, which is going to mean I want to do a change of setup, like my 3TB hard drive, which I currently record onto. It should be getting a twin brother, which is going to be running RAID. So I'll have 6TB of double fast hard drive. And a second solid state drive specifically just for my games. So I'll have one running the OS, one solid state drive running the OS, one solid state drive running the games. Brilliant! Do I really want to reinstall Windows to then basically have to uninstall and reinstall everything again because I don't have them hard drives yet? So reinstalling Windows, reinstalling Steam, reinstalling all the games, to then say, actually, I don't want them on this hard drive, uninstall them all and put them on this one after Christmas. So I'm trying to avoid reinstalling. And in fact, that might even be what my Boxing Day gets spent doing. Actually, it might even be what my Christmas Day gets spent doing, depending on how I'll hit my dad's to start with, and when he goes to work, because he's working 2 to 10 on Christmas Day, then I'm off to my mum's. Mum's boyfriend's there. Don't really like him. So depending on how long I can stick him, I might even be doing it Christmas, or going out drinking with my friends and forgetting about him. But anyway, it depends. Most of my mates actually are usually at home on Christmas. It's tradition with all of us that we don't do much on Christmas. Boxing Day we usually go out. That's slowly disappeared, and it's now become like the day after Boxing Day, which I quite like. I magically make up a day for us to call our own. But yeah, because it's like 10 days. Do I really want to reinstall Windows to reinstall it again in like 10 days, which would just be how frustratingly annoying. Although I've really got to try and figure out where the hell my Windows disk is. I'll try to figure out how I can at least find the product code again. Oh, God. But yeah, they're the main reasons why the content has dried up, and I know some of you guys have specifically tried helping with the all I want for Christmas. But obviously if I'm not putting out the content, I'm not getting the new subs, and I think I'll just double check this while I'm making the video. Okay guys, I wasn't recording. I clicked out the game because I do record these type of rants in game, or in a game, because then you also get like a nice bit of background music, which in this case is Endless Space, but we've gained about 8 subs in a 16-ish day period, which is half of what my usual aim, which is like 30, and I believe we needed about 60 to get us to the 500, so the rate that we're gaining them at is about a quarter of what we'd need to be to reach the first goal. But as again, I think that's primarily me, because down to me, because despite the fact I brought on a new game and I tried advertising it, in fact YouTube accused me of spamming. Again, I love their slanderous comments that they make towards me sometimes. Yeah, despite that, I haven't been able to do as much as I would have liked to try and, get the word out. I'm actually quite active on the Factorio forum at the moment to try and, help growth that way, but if I'm not putting out the regular content, obviously who's going to want to subscribe? I'm saying, yeah, I'm trying to do this, and this is what I do, and then I can't freaking do it. So, yeah, I don't blame people for not subscribing at the moment, and well, I'm not holding out much hope. It would be a Christmas miracle now to reach the first goal, I believe, whereas I thought the Christmas miracle was reaching the 500 more, not just the 500. Anyway, I've ranted on for a very, very long time, so I'm going to say goodbye. I'm hoping that everything I said has worked and that I didn't say something I needed to say when I tabbed out of the game. Stupid full screen mode, I hate it. Borderless window is so much better! For my purposes, anyway. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching. Oh god. Just doing this, speechy bit has made me feel better, because I came into this after, well, almost missing my Factorio recording completely because it was crashing that often, trying to do EU4 and realising that the game's basically bugged out from the update. I never really feel any stress from making the videos for YouTube. I enjoy doing it. The only annoyance and stress I ever get is from when the things don't work. And that's what I've had a lot. And playing games is how I traditionally used to relieve that sort of stress and annoyance with computers. Do something which I enjoyed doing. And I guess just generally making videos is something I enjoy doing now. So even this, which has no game content in whatsoever, I've enjoyed doing it. And it's made me feel better. Venti, venti, vent. As always, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, God bless you. And I'm going to have to say goodbye. Actually, Merry Christmas. I'm going to say Merry Christmas. It doesn't sound like a goodbye, though. It sounds like a hello.